Now, from across the Tri-States, this is KHQA Sports.
In the week of infinite basketball busyness, every day has essentially been sports final. So why not today as well? We start you off in beautiful Bloomington Normal tonight. Quincy Notre Dame trying to take care of its business against a Rochester team they'd already beaten in the regular season. Rochester, though, looked like a different entity behind Laren Sapetti. Great take against the Lady Raider defense there, but here comes Q&D. This is Erica Obert with a strong take in the face of the defense right there. Still in the first half, at halftime, Q&D trailing. We don't say that very often, as Sapetti with a great bucket right here. Q&D down by 5, but Q&D scores 18 points in the third quarter to blow this thing open. Q&D averts the upset and wins to advance to the Super Sectional 46-31. Up next for Q&D, a trip to Decatur on Monday for a showdown with a very, very good Civic Memorial team. That game slated for 7 o'clock. Let's go north. Keokuk, Fort Madison battling for a district championship tonight. Oh, all the fans having a ball in this one. Both teams. Wow, this rivalry, you can't get much better than it. The Hounds down 7 early on, but David Nagel brings his team back. Long-range shooting against the Chiefs, who did not defend the perimeter very well at that point. Then it's Miles Wenseen on the outlet to David Nagel yet again. All of a sudden, Fort Madison back in this thing. Johnny Dahl did his level best to carry the Chiefs tonight. He had 15 points, including the triple here. But you know what? Miles Wenseen was simply Miles Wenseen. 20 points on the night. The Hounds reverse polarity, take a 7-point lead at the half. Never looked back in this one, and they advance on to sub-state by virtue of the victory. 50-42 is your final. Up next for the Hounds on Monday, a trip to Iowa City West, where they will take on Grinnell, who was a 55-38 victor tonight. District action now in Missouri. Canton trying to get it done tonight. Advance onto the championship game at Clopton. Boy, they just toyed with Silex in this game. Tyler Neiman, he's great. Fantastic point guard, busting away from everybody. This opening run, impressive from the Tigers. More Tyler Neiman, as it's an 18-2 run to start this ball game. And the poor Owls, who never look back in this ball game. Gabe McKenzie from the wing, knocking down triples. That's just what he does. The big fellow, when he steps outside, this team is almost unbeatable. Brandon Bearhurst about to make his presence felt as well. Brandon Bearhurst coming free in transition. Great take for him, and we'll leave you with a little Cameron Durst, as this was all about Canton. They blew this thing open early, never looked back in this ball game, as the Canton Tigers get the victory 70-25. Up next for them would be the winner of Louisiana and Clopton. These two teams, every time they've battled, it's been a thriller. No difference tonight. Tristan Castilla, outstanding big man. Probably should have been an all-conference pick, wasn't. He made everybody pay for that tonight, as Clopton had no answer for the big fella. Down low, great spinorama move for him. Good take for him. He was not unassisted in this ball game. How about a little Marshall Corbin? Love his game, love the take right here. Still Clopton not going anywhere. Fighting tooth and nail in this ball game behind Luke Robbins, comes away with the free ball, the steal, and the pretty finish at the other end. Just too much of Louisiana in big critical moments in this game. Elijah Oblinger going to knock down the three right here. Dalen Green was really good as well, as Louisiana gets the win, advances on to take on Canton. The game everybody wanted to see. It will be Saturday at 2:30 at Clopton. 51-46 is your final. Elsewhere tonight, congratulations to Knox County, heading off to the championship at Schuyler County. They knock off their arch rival Scotland County, leave no doubt about it. 57-50 your final in this game. Royce Poor with 13 points in the win. How about Palmyra and Macon going at it for a date in the championship game over at Ewing tonight? Josh Turner, his team down 10 at the end of the third quarter. Look at the spinorama, all of Kobe right there. Great take. You know what? Palmyra was having none of it. Trevor Menny with a nice answer, and then Brock Butler to put the finishing touch on this thing. Man, this is a pretty move from Brock Butler. He's just fantastic as well. First team all-conference pick. Palmyra gets the win and the victory. 61-46 is your final. Up next for them, the winner tonight. Wow, the Highland hooligans in full effect. The winner tonight between Highland and Bowling Green. Early on, Wes Cramsey comes free, gets the take right here. But Bowling Green was going to build a 10-point lead at two different junctures in the first half. First, Corey Buchanan, long take from him off the beautiful pass, beautiful spinorama move. Then it's Adam Holt with the steal, as Bowling Green would build the 10-point lead. But Highland was having no more of this tomfoolery. Great night by everybody. Good balance all around. Jack Nyson going to start it from distance, knocking down the three, coming up right here, getting his presence felt, as that kind of got Highland back into this thing. Highland ended the first half on an 11-0 run, just kept going in this game. Johnny Goins, nice take. Story in this game, though, your Clarence Cannon Conference Player of the Year, Austin Richmiller, 32 points to lead the way. Highland versus Palmyra coming up on Monday. coming up on Saturday. That should be a dandy 58-50 your final in that ball game. Other scores to pass along to you tonight. The Knox County Girls are headed off to the championship game as they beat Scotland County 44-32. And the Quincy homeschoolers still alive as they come back tonight and win on a buzzer beater by Jake Tracy. Good for them. More highlights of them hopefully coming your way tomorrow. Quincy University men needed a win tonight to clinch themselves a berth in the GLVC tournament. This is Chris Babbitt doing his level best to make that happen, but unfortunately, Truman State had way too much tonight. They get the victory, and then Quincy University gets no help as Illinois Springfield wins. QU season is over. 89-85 is your final. The Hawks are done. Better news for this guy, Jack Schrader and the not Truman State. I'm going old school on you. The Culver-Stockton Wildcats in this ball game. Great finish to the end of the first half as Culver-Stockton builds a big lead at the expense right here of a very, very overmatched Benedictine team. Culver-Stockton gets the win going away in this ball game. 96-81 is your final. The Wildcats look really, really good in the offing. College scores tonight, Western Illinois felled by IPFW, big time 65-56. And tonight, Jonathan Nutt, the former Palmyra star, brings William Woods into Hannibal and gets a victory. 57-53 is your final in that ball game. Quincy University women trying to break a 2-game losing streak. Tori Kuhn, the former Q&D product, doing all her best to try to keep her team in this ball game, but they never really were. Kuhn with a very nice move right here. Truman State playing without their best player tonight. Didn't matter. Truman State way too strong for the Lady Hawks in this ball game despite the heroics there of Lucy Cramsey. It's 3 losses in a row for Quincy University as they go into the tournament. They lose 70-59 was your final. Couple of scores to leave you with as I tried to catch my breath. Western Illinois a loser tonight to IPFW despite the monster night from Ashley Luke, who had 33 points. And one more for you. Culver-Stockton losing to Benedictine. Final count in this one was 60-56. Katie Davis with 12 points in a loss tonight. And the William Woods women, too much for HLGU. 65-49 is your final. Real sports final with all your championships from Illinois coming up tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Chris. Back in